on the discussions that we were having. Maybe the StreamYard is not going to work for us, so we're never going to use StreamYard again. Okay. So we'll just get myself set up here for a second. Tell everyone where we are now. Share it on the Twitter. Other stream didn't work. Find me here. Say that. So give me 1 minute to kind of get myself set up here, and we'll start talking about BC's work week weather. It's too bad I wanted to use that StreamYard program. A lot of people do, but it just seems like every time I've tried to and even people in my house are complaining the internet is being so super slow. And every time I've tried to use StreamYard, like if I've been invited to someone else's streams that are going on, I've had trouble with StreamYard. So I thought I'd try the 6-day, 7-day trial, see if I could make it work, because there's got to be a way I could stream to YouTube where I could actually use my computer and put the images and not have to hold the cell phone facing the computer. But that's what we're going to have to do today, because that's what we're doing. I wanted to have a live stream about weather, and I said I'm going to do it, so that's what we're doing. Last stream didn't work, so find me here. I was talking about the skies in BC. I guess what is kind of cool about using the cell phone is maybe I can at least switch it around. And here we go. Here's out my window this morning. Some low little puffy cumulus clouds. We had tremendously interesting skies, as I was trying to show you in the last live stream attempt this morning, where things this way and that way were all sort of competing with each other, and they look like they're sort of at war. So what you could see was there's heat to the south of us, and there's cool air to the north of us, and something's coming directly at us. A low pressure system sliding into the north, dragging behind it into the Cariboo and other places. Some precipitation and things like that in the coming days. The thunderstorm threat for Wells on the Weather Network site for the next 2 days is in the orange. So we haven't seen that much here on that metric. However, last live stream didn't work, so find me here now. Okay. I think we're good. We can start dipping into this. And hopefully the image quality gets a little better as we go here. So one of the questions I get asked a lot is about these GFA maps that I like to use. So I've got one here, and we'll just look at some of the things that it's saying on it and maybe get a bit of a picture as to, you know, what some of these things mean when you see it in the future. So you see there's some green areas, some hatching in green. So that would be moisture heavy clouds, you know, precipitation possible. This is for 0 hour, it says, so obviously that's not yet. Or if it is, it's north of us here in Wells, maybe up through Prince George already. They're kind of seeing this north of there into Mackenzie, just crossing into the Peace. So the green says that. Some arrows are telling you the direction, that there's a strong flow in those directions. You see at the bottom of the screen, there's some big arrows, black. And what do they say there? Over, so 14,000 feet at the ceiling, 2,000, 3,000 feet at the bottom. are those clouds. So you see overcast, OVC, overcast. So that's what's in southern BC, just below it, and some heat down there. If you go up a little further, you see broken, BKN, 6,000 foot top, 60, and there's a line, then 20-30, 2,000, 3,000 foot bottom. OCNL, occasional, TCU, towering cumulus on that side. And we go look into the middle here where the green is. You know, broken layers, 14,000 foot tops, 4,000, 6,000 foot bottoms. So that's some of the things they're saying there. And then there's some orange dotting up there. That indicates wildfire smoke. That's very thick in Yukon and Northwest Territories. So that's for 0 hour. The maps only really ever cover about 12, 18 hours. So you see, you go ahead 6 more hours into the afternoon. At the front of this, we have those 2 thunderstorm icons, and you see there's red and blue line there. The blue line's got the arrow pointing downward. So you see there's cold front up beneath. That low that's dragging behind it cold air from the north, counterclockwise, low spin counterclockwise. And in southern BC, there's some heat. So that heat may really help fuel some thunderstorm development. And that's what we're looking at today. If we go ahead 12 hours into the night, low is stationary, it says, 1,005 central low pressure into tonight. And so that gives you just a look at today alone. Currently, there are no watches or warnings in British Columbia. Well, where are there watches of any kind? There's air quality. We looked at that wildfire smoke in Fort Chipeway and Wood Buffalo National Park in Alberta. The air quality in Northwest Territories is in really bad in Colville Lake, DeLine, Fort Resolution region, including Highway 6, Lutzelka region, Norman Wells, Toledo region, Southern Delta region, including Fort McPherson, Tabacha region, including Fort Smith, Salt River Reserve, Tuktoyaktuk, East Channel region, Wrigley region. Yukon, also air quality alerts for Dawson, Mayo, Old Crow, Pelly, and Carmax. Smoke is causing poor air quality and reducing visibility. Smoke is expected or occurring. Elevated levels of smoke are expected to occur today, but there may be some improvement in some areas. I'll just say hi to anybody here in the chat. Hello. Please ask questions here. And please feel free to drop a donation because I'm pool. Okay. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks for watching. So, where were we? People who may experience symptoms of increased coughing, throat irritation, headaches, shortness of breath, children, seniors. So widespread smoke in the north. There's been a lot of heat up there, some of it record breaking. People in BC who don't believe in climate change have been saying, like, oh, there's been fire seasons up there before. Well, maybe not like this one. It seems that the Yukon is in danger of having its worst fire season ever. In fact, at Friday, when there was 160 fires burning, that was more than most seasons have in total in the Yukon. The Yukon is usually not a very busy place for wildfires. In fact, that's why so often Yukon wildfire people have come and helped us in British Columbia. How many times have I stood next to someone from Yukon wildfire? I can think of at least 3 different fires, maybe 4 or 5 that had Yukon wildfire personnel. They have the same colored outfits as Saskatchewan wildfire personnel, who also have come to BC's rescue many times. And I've also stood beside them many times, including made a few friends. So it's good that BC is sending some resources. We're having such a wet time here, and they're having such a fire time up there. It's good that there's this low pressure system moving up through there that's bringing some relief to the heat, bringing some moisture. Okay. So that was just a little look at the GFA, the graphic forecast area map that we had before. And I'll just put that up one more time, what it's saying for right now. Thunderstorms possible. Let's see if I can get this to focus in. Thunderstorms possible in the southern flank, looks like into the Rockies, but you see that sort of bubbly thing. That kind of gives you an idea of the boundary, you know, where that boundary extends to, where that collision between the warm air down south and the cooler air up north is colliding with. So that's what that's doing. Hopefully, if you are watching this, do feel free to share the stream around and let people know. I'll spend some time on here if we get more viewers and talk in more depth. Put this down for a second, and we'll just go to Environment Canada thunderstorm outlooks. And it's not got one up for BC yet today, which is frustrating to me. Also frustrating is the fact that we have no radar in several places, including Prince George area. So there's been times that I've been wanting to look at what's happening convectively, and there's just no way to do that. So unfortunately, there's no map up yet today for BC's thunderstorm threat, and they're not even saying very much about it on the focused discussion. They do talk a little bit about the Yukon. A northwest southeast trough extends from a 1,000 millibar low, I was pointing that out on the map, to a 997 low over north central Ontario. Through the prairies, 2 more troughs extend from the Ontario low, one south through Wisconsin and one northeast through central Quebec. So these lows are feeding larger stories. We could just have a look quickly. I'll give you an example of the larger stories in one map. That's the jet stream map. It's a great map. Well, here's today's jet stream map from Environment Canada. You see the arrows are pointing right towards BC. In the very south, there's hot. Look at that, some red. A little bit of high pressure down the very southeast corner somewhere. Pressure trying to squeeze in. Here's that. Come on, camera, focus in. Here's that low we were talking about up in the corner. It says 1,007 there, millibars. The cold air, believe it or not, the mountains up in the Yukon, BC corner may see some snow in the next day or so. I did notice that looking at windy maps. We see thunderstorm icons still up through the Yukon into the Northwest Territories. Lots of heat in the Northwest Territories. That continues for there. And then, oh, look at this too. And thunderstorm activity very strong through Manitoba, Ontario, and strong ridging down here, strong jet stream flowing out, making for severe storms. Big clash there. Southern Quebec, southeastern Ontario. So there's a little bit, but those arrows there in BC are kind of the telling tale. They're the ones that are showing us that there's upper level winds driving things. There's instability going to be forced in through that. And with the heat in southern BC that's present, or trying to make itself present, short-lived heat wave, there's a little space for some clash there here through the Cariboo. And so far, no thunderstorm watches in effect. It's like no one's really sure what to expect, maybe. I don't know. So yes, very little discussion so far from Environment Canada on what to expect in British Columbia. Even though it's clear to me from looking at the sky and looking at the graphic forecast area maps, that's the maps that pilots use. That's this guy. The confusing one that I like to use so much, but they're just short-term maps. You make them every 6 hours. And the idea is that pilots can have a very quick and clear look at the big picture. So there is one place that does have some BC weather discussion we can talk about, and that's Avalanche Canada and their mountain weather forecast. So let's read what they're saying. The weather will continue to be split over the next few days, with unsettled conditions dominating the northern half of BC and the Yukon, while a building ridge of high pressure brings sun and heat to southern BC. An upper low will slowly move across northern BC, maintaining showers. Meanwhile, under a building ridge of high pressure, southern BC will see temperatures climbing to near 30 degrees Celsius, a bit cooler by the water. This afternoon, with freezing levels near 4,000 meters, 14,000 feet plus. Still freezing up there. These sunny and warm conditions will persist Tuesday before slight cooling arrives midweek with increased clouds. So yeah, get used to it. It's not going to last very long. Jennifer Cosman says, I feel bad for them in the Yukon. Yes, I feel like climate change picks a new story every year. So this upper level low, the 1,000 millibar one, is sitting over the Gulf of Alaska, slowly shifting over northern BC the next few days. This maintains unsettled weather over the area through Thursday. Meanwhile, over southern Vancouver Island and southern BC, we see 500 millibar heights rising as a ridge of high pressure builds. This will usher in a stretch of sunny and warm weather across the south. Good luck. Good news for yous. Just trying to get a few more people onto the stream here. Sharesy. New one, better stream now. So, 2 people watching. Yeah, that's great. Well, thank you, you too, as I geek out here on the weather. So synopsis, that's what it says. Day 1, July 11th, 2022. Here's the map that they have up. It's an awesome one. So here's what they're saying for today. See showers through that northern section of BC. Weakening behind it. Cold front trying to slam through. Clear and warm down south. Showers in the north. Some of those thundery. Today at 5. A little bit of lightning in the last 24 hours only in the Kelowna area. Mostly very low risk all through the general burning areas. Look at that, Williams Lake, Cariboo. down in the southern interior, maybe starting to dry out a little bit. But actually, still in the low with a few moderate areas. This precipitation has really changed the fire season outlook for BC. That's for absolute sure. Fire danger rating. Check BC Wildfire Service site after 2 p.m. today. You'll get an updated image with past 24-hour lightning as of 5 a.m. this morning. That data comes from BC Wildfire Service and lightning data produced by Environment and Climate Change Canada. Today at 5 p.m., the weather continues to be split south across and north across BC, the northern half of the province remaining unstable with showers. Meanwhile, across the south, the ridge of high pressure will bring sunshine and temperatures climbing near 30 degrees Celsius. The Yukon, once again, showers and thunderstorms expected in the afternoon. And finally, we have thunderstorm outlook. And it's interesting. And it's saying isolated in through Watson Lake south, and then chances strong, moderate chance in the south. Because the skies are definitely telling me something's up. Tuesday at 5 a.m., scattered showers will continue across northern BC, becoming more numerous near the front. Local amounts up to 15 millimeters are possible through the southern BC piece. So we have, on one hand, here in Wells, the Weather Network saying expect thunderstorms today. Environment Canada saying not to. There's some disagreement on modeling, on projections on what might happen. Environment Canada tends to be pretty conservative, but not so much with the thunderstorm outlooks as they are with, say, their local forecasts. Like if you type in Kamloops in Environment Canada, and it shows you a 5-day outlook with some 7-day outlook with some sunny icon, a stormy icon. They don't like to use the stormy icon too much unless they're very sure. Showers becoming more scattered over Yukon at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Scattered showers continue in the afternoon in the north of the frontal system, with mainly sunny conditions in the south. Unstable conditions in the Yukon lead to continued showers. Daytime heating will produce thunderstorms in the region. Have a look at day 3 and 4. Unsettled conditions persist across Yukon and northern half of BC with scattered showers. Meanwhile, southern, mainly sunny, warm conditions persist. However, temperatures will come down a few degrees from the highs seen early in the week as a bit more cloud cover can be expected. Day 5-7, Friday to Monday, well, crapshoot. Who knows? Let's have a look at windy.com. And see what's going on. Just going to look forward to 5 p.m. today. Zoom in, see some temperatures. Blue River, 22 degrees. Revelstoke, 25. Kamloops, 31. Trail, 25. Cranbrook, 27. Williams Lake, 27. Quesnel, 20. Something's cutting through right there. And despite what everyone's been, so here we go. 6 p.m. today here in Wells, in the mountains east of Quesnel, we got thunderstorm icons. So I'm reading the skies right. It's just that maybe if you're anywhere south of there, you're not going to see much of it. And if you go far enough north, you see a lot of it. So fire threat continues there. Hey, Shelly Solinsky. Thanks for joining the stream here. So, weather networks call for thunderstorms in Wells this afternoon. May be correct. But maybe unless you're up north of Tackle Landing, up north of Williston, west of Williston Lake, maybe you'll see some threat there. Gonna have a look at a few more things here. So this is exciting for us in Wells. Let's just backtrack here. Thunderstorm possibilities. I will be ready, if we must, to live stream the show when it comes today. I looked at the sky. I knew something was going to happen. Lucky us. Sometimes we're like the only place in BC that gets it, and that's why I love living here so much. Strong in the mountains. That may be when I got to go chase. It may be something that comes up behind us in the mountains. The mountains helping to trigger that instability. Well, everything's kind of dry in the interior, and then you got upper level moisture getting carried across, and everything's kind of has the orographic lift of the mountains. Boom. Awesome stuff. Been noticing today it was pretty windy. Here's that strong low I've been talking about, 1000 millibar. It's going to slide sort of northward, somewhere up through here, depending on which model we look at. Seems to be disagreement in some of the modeling. You notice some strong wind in the central interior, even stronger up through the Peace, up north of Prince George, and quite strong. Full screen this, quite strong. Have a look at where the jet stream is today. Already we're seeing flashes this low, following it up north. You can kind of see right up through central interior. This is at 1,500 meters. That's 5,000 feet. Your first, and that makes sense because I'm looking at some pretty low. Wow, that jet stream is strong through Ontario, through Quebec. Some very severe weather expected there today. That's at 6,400 feet. We'll go up to 3,000 meters on the tops of some of the big mountains. Oh, there we go. 4,200 meters. So now you're talking the tallest mountains in all BC. They're getting just ripping winds up there. And if you go up even 5,500 meters, 7,000 meters. Here we are at the top of Everest at 9,000 meters. Blam! So, wow. There's the room for instability. Tuesday, 3 p.m. Again, Cariboo Mountains seems to be close to in the crosshairs tomorrow. McBride, maybe. Let's have a look at where it wants to move. Up to Slave Lake, some strong thunderstorm organization there. Okay. Wednesday, 10 a.m. Almost the same areas. Wednesday, Cranbrook. You might get a rockin' show on Wednesday. Between Blue River, McBride, up that Highway 5 corridor, maybe some weak convection. Cranbrook, though. Look out on Wednesday. Man, Saskatchewan. I wish I was there this summer. There's been some really cool shows. And don't mean music shows. There's probably been some good ones of those too. So mostly clear week in BC. Again, Thursday 29, Kelowna 28. But there's a bit of a cutoff. 20, Quesnel, 19, 15, Prince George at nighttime. So yeah, your best threats for thunderstorms really in southern BC looks to be right here where I am. That's great. Great news. And then McBride, Blue River. Wednesday, Cranbrook might get a rockin' thunder show. So congratulations, Cranbrook. That's at least what the ECMWF model says, the European model. Picture is unclear. Can't win, eh? Sorry. Can't win. Maybe got to go back to making videos the old-fashioned way. Although maybe when I get to spending more time in Cache Creek, and maybe when the video is done uploading, it will have a better picture as well. Yeah. Bummer. What do you do? Can't win. Well, maybe what I do is I just call off the stream for now and say that's what we get for today. Maybe I'll go back to making videos the old-fashioned way. Trying different things, but don't have the technology necessarily yet to really do everything I want to do. And I'm scraping the bottom financially. I've got a new job now making video and making news, but that still comes at me being busy, and it's not really started yet, and I'm not making crazy money either. So yeah, if you feel like you ever want to drop something in that join, become a member, or subscribe on Patreon, or leave a donation, that'd be awesome. So I'm Joey Only. Welcome to my defunct YouTube stream. Try my best. We'll see what we can do as we try more and more of these sorts of ways of just trying to get weather news out to you. But if anything, like, all I'm doing is doing what I might do, going through different maps and looking at stuff. Except today I'm showing you what I've been looking at and how I'm getting my information, how I'm getting my data. I'm seeing also some organization in the clouds. Remember how last time we looked at the window, they were just little puffy cumulus blobs. And I mean, this is still just a fluffy little cumulus blob, but instead of 6 or 7 of them, it's become 1. And I bet you in an hour from now, that'll be a little taller. And the instability is here. I could see it plain and clear this morning. Beautiful day to be alive in Wells, BC. Windy, sunny. It's probably like 16 degrees right now. I see this cloud starting to, what's it starting to do? It's starting to move around. These little flanker puffs that are just sort of floating around. It's probably gonna get sucked into the big guy. The big guy's probably gonna keep growing throughout the day. More of them will connect. It's raining in Prince George, Shelley says. So there you go. The maps aren't lying. The cutoff in the atmosphere is somewhere right through here between Wells to Prince George and maybe a bit north. This is the boundary. And where there be boundaries, there be anger in the weather. Okay, well, I guess we'll try that for now. Plug the phone back in, and maybe if we get a thunderstorm today, I could try live streaming that, or I'll just go and film it the old-fashioned way and make YouTube videos. I do a lot of editing now for my new job with Valley TV News. So one of the things I wanted to have about live streaming was just to be able to talk more, be able to talk with you, and also go a little more in depth, not just a 2-minute quick video of like, this is what may happen today. Okay. Thanks very much, everyone. Subscribe to the channel. See you next time.